origin of my band is very sad. My band Deerhoof started as a side like practice regimen for this other band that my friend and I were playing in. It was a grunge band, and we decided we wanted to do free improvisation, and we'd come an hour early before our grunge band practice and just do free improv and go wild when our other bandmates weren't looking. And our first rehearsal, I remember, we had just gotten through our first hour of playing together and like going super nuts or whatever, and we're like, this is gonna be great, we'll call it Deerhoof, it'll be cool. And then our other two bandmates walk in for our normal band's practice and they say, oh, did you hear Kurt Cobain died? So that's the day Deerhoof started. Isn't that sad? It's a terrible story. That's the origin of Deerhoof. Right lyric that rhymes, or you know, sometimes you have to revise a melody, you know, a zillion times before it feels like that, you know, that melody that has been there since the beginning of time or something. You know, that's sometimes something you shoot for, even though it's not always easy to do. I mean, it's always, it's totally a privilege, you know, and a pleasure to have that as one's life's work. It's not like, and this isn't just for Deerhoof, I think this is true for a lot of rock bands, and maybe for a lot of musicians in general, in any style. There's a cliche that there's the sort of the mind, and the mind is coming up with the ethos, and then it tells the body what to do, you know? But, I mean, a show like tonight, you know, it's very physical. People are dancing and screaming, shouting, breaking through barricades, and you feel that just as much, if not more, the body and the bodies of everyone and the atmosphere in one particular place at Bard or whatever that's different from yesterday at Hamden, Connecticut or whatever, is teaching the mind what to do. And tomorrow when we play in New York City, we'll have the experience of today, you know, now another feather in our cap, or another, you know, little taste of something. It's like an education for us, traveling the world and playing for different people. And you know, to say that the idea to me is ludicrous that the band, you know, a bunch of ivory tower experts, you know, have some ethos that I can sum up for you intellectually, and that our bodies just follow that rule. It's always changing. It's always being renegotiated, and it's always in flux. And we're very lucky. Deerhoof has, in my opinion, the greatest fans I've ever seen of any band, and probably, I mean, they have much more impact and influence on what we do than I think they probably realize. You know, it's fans that I've seen in the audience recently or talked to or whatever that are often in my mind when I'm trying to finish a mix, or I'm trying to write a new song, or, you know, this kind of thing. And that's the ethos. It's a endless conversation, you know, between us and the people who listen to it. I feel like our listeners are really not limited to genres. You know, they didn't come because they're only into pop punk or they're only in a certain subgenre of metal or surf music or something like that. You know, it's more like just people who like to listen and kind of like musical interaction or musical energy, maybe like compositional ideas or maybe a certain sense of humor. So yeah, this new record is all recorded in a basement. It's all recorded in Ed's basement, and that's about all I can tell you.
Hey guys, great to see you next. Please keep going. Also, please be respectful to people around here in the space and please don't hurt anyone else or damage property or like do anything dangerous. Please just be safe for yourself and others. Thank you so much. Brent's done next.